Hey guys, Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to a new vlog where I take you to my local movie theater, CMX Theatres, located at the Dolphin Mall down here in Miami, Florida. In a few days from now, but for you guys it's going to be the same video, I'm going to take you guys with me to watch on IMAX the newest Glen Powell movie by Paramount Pictures, The Running Man. So, let me start by this. It was so clever from Paramount Studios. I saw recently Regretting You, and in Regretting You the character works at an AMC, and one of the scenes that the girl walks to the movie theater, there is conveniently a poster right there with The Running Man on it. Now, I have gone to a few different theaters and all of them has the poster of the movie. My local CMX, the last times that I have went, they also have a huge banner promoting the movie. I have seen the trailer a few times and the movie looks amazing. I think it's based on a previous movie from way older times, but I'm just excited for it. As soon as I checked that it was going to be available on IMAX, I decided to get my ticket. As a matter of fact, today for me is Sunday. I just got the ticket today and I'm going to be enjoying it next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. at the Dolphin Mall. But anyways, I didn't have the chance to print the paper that I'm always printed, and I'm thinking that I might start to saving those papers because I ended up just throwing them away. I'm sorry. So I have the info that I have the info that I need right here to kind of give us an idea of what the movie is going to be about. So, The Running Man, it's a 2025 dystopian action thriller film co-produced and directed by Edgar Wright, who co-wrote the screenplay with Michael Bacall. It is based on the 1982 novel by Stephen King under his pseudonym Richard Bachman. It is the second adaptation of the novel following the 1987 film. The cast includes Glen Powell, William H. Macy, Lee Pace, Michael Cera, Emilia Jones, Daniel Ezra, Jayme Lawson, Colman Domingo, and Josh Brolin. The film takes place in a game show called The Running Man, which pits contestants runners against a team of murderous hunters whose job is to track them down and kill them. Any runner who can stay alive for 30 days wins the grand prize of $1 billion. The Running Man premiered at Odeon Luxe Leicester Square on November 5th of 2025 and is scheduled to be released in the United Kingdom on November 12th and the United States 2 days later by Paramount Pictures. I think this movie got a little bit of a delay, but again, I'm super excited for it, and I didn't believe that it was going to come out on IMAX presentation. Again, the trailer looks amazing, so I hope it's a great movie. We also have the premise for this one. In a near future society, The Running Man is the top-rated show on television, a deadly competition where contestants known as runners must survive 30 days while being hunted by professional assassins, with every move broadcast to a bloodthirsty public and each day bringing a graded cash reward. Desperate to save his sick daughter, working-class Ben Richards, played by Glen Powell, is convinced by the show's charming but ruthless producer Dan Killian, played by Josh Brolin, to enter the game as a last resort. But Ben's defiance, instincts, and greed turn him into an unexpected fan favorite and a threat to the entire system. As ratings skyrocket, so does the danger, and Ben must outwit not just the hunters but a nation addicted to watching him fall, by Paramount Pictures. I'm pretty sure the day that the movie gets released, we're going to have the opportunity of pre-order the physical media release. That's usually what happening this day with Paramount Studios. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, for me it's going to be a couple of days for you. I will see you in a few seconds at the Dolphin Mall CMX Theatres. Okay, guys, so we have to talk. So, I went to see The Running Man last Thursday on IMAX presentation, and I waited for the longest of time to get the ticket for this one, even though I was super excited for it. But the reason behind it was that I'm going to a movement, that I'm recording a video for you guys, and I'm also just moved from the location that I was working. We moved the warehouse, and it was painful. Lots of overtime hours, lots of days to be working. And on that Thursday that I got my ticket, I was like, no matter what happens today, I will be leaving my job at 6:40 p.m. My presentation was at 7:30. Since I'm recording videos for you guys, I always try to be as early as I can so I can record the halls, show you guys new posters, how the movie theater is looking. And I accomplished the mission. I left at 6:40. I got to the Dolphin Mall around, I want to say it's 7. And then it was time for me to head inside. So the Dolphin Mall right now is going through a remodelation process where I was parking like through the back of the movie theater, and I was literally just getting in, and the movie theater was upstairs. This way I had to go all the way to the front and then go upstairs. I think I found an elevator to make my life easier, but I didn't know at the time that I went. So they're going to this remodelation process. I was also going a lot to the movie theaters when they were constructing like the new way they wanted at the CMX at the Dolphin Mall to look like. They're also going to the change of apps. I think they changed the owners, and then rewards and things like that are kind of like in a hold period right now. And again, I just said there, the posters or the outside were kind of like the same ones that I saw last time that I went, but they did have the new Avatar movie banner posted right there in the main lobby, and it was super beautiful to see. They have the banner for The Running Man, which I was super excited to be seeing it. They have the booth for Zootopia 2. They have a lot of cool banners at the front of the movie theater, and I always feel that they look amazing. They have the big Warner Brothers like light poster for the new Margot Robbie movie that comes out next Valentine's Day based on a book. They had a lot of cute posters. Like I saw the poster from Eternity already. Again, there is a lot of new releases that are coming to movie theaters, and I'm super excited for. In the main lobby, they did have posters that they given away. I just saw on my Instagram, by following CMX, that starting Saturday they were starting to give posters from The Running Man. Sadly, when I went, they were still not available. I hope next time that I go to the movie theaters, which will be probably next Thursday, I'm able to grab a copy, because spoilers ahead, I enjoyed the movie a lot. But when I kind of like check, I was like, oh, these are the same posters that they have every single time. But no, I was mistaken. They were giving away this beautiful double-sided poster for Wicked for Good. That should be the next movie that I will be seeing next Thursday with my mom on IMAX presentation. So we have Ariana Grande in this beautiful poster as Glinda. And if you turn it around, we have Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. Look at the beauty of this poster. It's kind of like the same deal from when they did the first one. They were also giving away a double-sided poster. So, guys, Wicked for Good is almost here. But anyways, I wasn't that hungry, so I decided not to get anything to eat or anything like it. So I just went to the restroom real quick. Yes, I always like to go to the restroom first, because I hate walking away in the middle of the movie, because I want to see every single scene. I know, I'm weird like that. I don't like losing scenes from movies, even though I always get them on physical media after, and I can rewatch them as many times as I can. But this time wasn't for that. So I head to theater number 1, of course, because it was on IMAX. And when I head to theater number 1, I literally got to the entrance like at 7:30 p.m. So they were already starting to put on some trailers. There is a new Chris Pratt movie coming on January called Mercy. I haven't seen the trailer, and I saw it for the very first time, and I was super excited. I cannot wait for that movie. It's going to be amazing. So we have Mercy. I saw the trailer for Wicked for Good, and those were the ones that caught my attention the most, because those are like the movies that I'm the most excited about. I haven't seen a lot of Zootopia 2 trailers before my presentations. They were putting one about a monkey that kind of goes insane. It's a horror movie, and those are at least the ones that I remember. Again, forgive me, I'm having a lot of things in my mind right now. But anyways, it was time for the Running Man to start. Now, I do know there is an Arner Schwarzenegger, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name incorrectly, version of this movie, and it's based on a Stephen King book, if I read that info correctly. So this is kind of like a reboot of the franchise. I honestly see this movie being a franchise. Glen Powell did an amazing job as the main character of the movie. But we jump to kind of like a futuristic world where they're kind of struggling with money, and then there is a lot of like pay TV where contestants go and they kind of like, there is one that goes like a hamster, and if he answers questions correctly, they give him money and things like that. So we meet Glen Powell. He's married to a beautiful black girl, and they both have a kid together, a little baby girl. We start the movie with him going to see his boss to kind of like try to get his job back, but by insubordination, he was fired. And then when he gets to the house, the baby is super sick, so his wife is trying to make the most money out of her career. So he say he's going to go to presentations. When we get to see him on the outside world, again, it's full of like ads everywhere. It's at this futuristic world where like humanity is kind of like messed up. Nobody wants to help nobody because of how mess things are. But when he gets to kind of like all the presentations and all the scenes that he needs to take to see if he can make it to the show, he was not planning to be part of the Running Man, since nobody gets alive of that show. But by his attitude and how much of an explosive character he has, the guy tells him like, hey, I do believe that you can win this show. So there is 3 people that get choose, 2 guys and a girl. And basically the show, it's about you get on the run, and then people start reporting where they see you and things like that, and they're going to be sending hunters your way, like 10 different hunters. The main goal is that they need to kill you before you get to day number 30, and if you get to day number 30 and nobody has been able to accomplish this, you will win like billions of dollars. Now, it's kind of like a context where there is a show every single night that people see. You need to send a video every single day so they know that you're alive. And there is a lot of rules that you need to follow. Of course, just by putting the pressure of sending a video every single day, you need to be out of the places that you are, and kind of like the reason why it's the Running Man. There is an app where people just report you, and the way it goes is like the guy wants to feel like, hey, you guys are saving America, because by saving this money, you guys are saving the resources and things like that. So it's a full fun action-packed movie where we get to see this fun character. Glen Powell is amazing every single time. I was obsessed every single time he was on the screen. The action sequence were really good. He's kind of like getting himself into disguises, and he's doing it all of his family, to protect his family. Of course, we get to see kind of like the behind the scene of how the show works, and we get to see kind of like how they always have kind of like the same contestants, and then there is always one that is left for last, which in this case is Glen Powell. He's staying at one hotel room, and then people show up, and then there is this big chase sequence where he explodes the hotel at the end. So again, there is the family that wants to help him, there is the people that do not want to help him, and at the end of the day, this is show business, and the owner behind the franchise just wants to make money and make things profitable, basically. So spoilers ahead if you still haven't seen the movie. The movie just continues to go, and the public starts to be in panic about this guy that is basically surviving all these attacks every single time. And he gets to a point where he starts to see that every single scene that he sends out, it's basically false, and they do AI on him because there is things that they don't want him to be telling the whole world. And he gets to see a lot of people that helps him through the way. But at the very end confrontation, they're in a plane, so they offer him a deal where if he kills everybody that is against him, he can then have his own show and get more money. But the way they convince him to do this is by telling him that his family got killed, which ended up being a lie. So the final crashing of the plane, he's able to survive, and he's able to go back to the studios where the show was taking place and took justice into his own hands. And I was so glad when we got a happy ending on an action-packed movie. Now, this movie for me was a great 10 out of 10. It was the kind of movie that I needed it to end the day on a good note. The IMAX quality of the image was amazing as usual. The special effects for me were on point. And again, I'm judging this universe just by seeing this movie. I have never seen the first original one, which I also planning to rewatch, well, to watch for the very first time eventually. But for me, this was a great 10 out of 10 Glen Powell movie. He did an amazing job. It was, again, full of action, fun movie. The story felt like it was continuing to move forward, and it's kind of like 2 hours and 10 minutes. The movie is brought to us by Paramount Studios. They're doing an amazing job with the releases that they're having, or at least every single time that I go to the movie theater to see a Paramount Studios movie, I've been enjoying it a lot. So great job. So again, 10 out of 10 experience. I love that I got to see the trailer, and then the trailer was what got me into like, I want to see this movie now. I love that we have a banner at my local movie theater. And next day, because I saw the movie on Thursday, I realized that it was already up for pre-order on Amazon. There is a Steelbook edition and then a 4K combo pack edition. Of course, I decided to get the 4K Steelbook edition. But anyways, the movie is now available for pre-order on Amazon. And I think also Walmart has an exclusive combo pack of the Steelbooks where they give you the new movie and the original one reprinted on a new Steelbook. But anyways, guys, that was my experience watching The Running Man. Amazing action movie. If you want to see it, it's now playing on theaters everywhere. But for now, I would love to know in the comments if you guys have already seen it. What do you think about it? But anyways, that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this on growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.